Hey guys, come on, it's name, and Majora's Mask 3D is the game. In the last episode, we went through Ikana Castle. We met Igdostu Ikana, the ruler of Ikana Kingdom, and we learned the very last song of the game, the Elegy of Emptiness, which will allow us to make basically carbon copies of ourselves. Well, I don't know, they're just copies. Anyways, end of this episode, we are going to be heading on to the next dungeon of the game. We're not going to be starting it, sadly, because just getting there takes a little while. This is still going to be a shorter episode, regardless, but I didn't want to get 15-20 minutes into this episode and then start the dungeon just barely. I wanted to start it off on a fresh new episode, so this episode might be a little bit shorter than most, but regardless, it will take us a quick moment to get into Stone Tower Temple. This is one of my favorite themes in all of the game. Oh, I didn't mean to leave. I'm like, wow, I love this song. Let's get away from it. Yeah, it is awesome. And in fact, I'm just gonna be quiet for a quick second so you can listen to it. I don't know, it just does a really good job of setting the mood. It really feels like the song of what like a tower or a fortress would be. It's also very catchy. And I just like the sound of it a lot. So yeah, this is probably my favorite dungeon in the game, I would say. Because it definitely doesn't go to Great Bay Temple. Woodfall Temple's a little too short, and I don't know, Snowhead just doesn't really do it for me. But this one, I love this temple so much. It's very cleverly laid out. There's a great main puzzle mechanic to it, which we're gonna see shortly here in a couple of episodes, but for now, we gotta get up here. And when we hit the switch, a block goes up, but whenever we leave, it magically just floats back down into its original position. We're gonna need to change that. Now that we have the Elegy of Emptiness, we don't need 4 of us, we just need 1 of us and 3 copies of us. I guess that made no sense. So, whip out your ocarina. Every time I play a song, I want to play it like the actual file, like the audio file, like this. I want to play it like it's supposed to sound. I feel just bad just punching in the code the numbers or the letters really quick. Unless it's the song of time, because goodness, we play that song all the time. This guy is creepy. And we can make a copy of us as a Zora, Deku, and a Goron. Which, by the way, you cannot use the copy of the Deku. Don't turn yourself into a Deku to make your copy of yourself, because just like we are when we're Deku Link, we're too light to stand on and hold a switch down. Your copy of Deku Link is also going to be too light to be able to hold the switch down. So you're going to need to use Goron Link, Zora Link, and just regular Link in order to progress here. So after you do that, you're also going to need the hook shot, which, I mean, you needed to get to this point anyway, so this shouldn't be a problem for you. You're going to see lots of little hook shot towers, that's not what they're called, but hook shot things to get. We have a new enemy right up here. It's a Beamos. Don't let us beam scare you, just give it a good blast. So the easiest way to take these guys out is to throw on your stone mask, hop on down, they can't see you, and as soon as you put a bomb near them, it goes off automatically. So you're gonna wanna make sure you throw it from a distance. I wanna take a moment to look at this enemy's model, because that is quite interesting. It has a big nose, teeth, and then the eye lines up, and that eye, oh my goodness, it's quite an eye. So I guess this is another example of bombs not being so obsolete. Well, I mean, you totally could use a blast mask for this, but hey, oh well, it's fine. So yeah, they're a really easy enemy to take out, and if you don't have the stone mask, it's perfectly okay. Just use your blast mask and blow them up really quick, or throw a bomb from a meta distance and hope it doesn't see you, because if it does, it'll shoot a laser beam at you, which I suppose I should show that off. It'd be a shame if we got all the way through this Let's Play and didn't show off what Beamos attacks look like. So now that we have gotten to our second switch, we're gonna need to have a statue hold us down as well. If you try to make another copy of yourself as Link, your other copy, the first one that we made down there, will disappear. So you need to transform into either a Goron or a Zora for this next part. I guess just to go in order of the order that we got the mask, I'll turn myself into a Goron first. Oh, another thing. For some reason, if you get attacked enough in this area, you'll be warped to the beginning. There's plenty of fire keys, beamos, and rocks to deal you damage. So try to minimize how much damage you take, because if you take enough hits, you will be sent back to the beginning of this area, and you'll have to redo the progress you made. There's little points to where, after you get past a certain point, it'll respawn you there, and it doesn't respawn you to the very, very, very beginning down there, but it's still annoying nonetheless. This is our first time making a copy of a Goron, so let's take a moment and look at him. He has a big scar over his belly. His fists are really big. He looks just very strained. And his eyes. You know, I'm really curious as to why the copies of Link and Goron Link, and as soon as we're gonna see Zora Link, why they just look so strained, and they look almost like they've starved to death, or like they just went through a really, really physically hard time, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't know, I mean, besides just the design of trying to make them look creepy, you almost wonder, why do they look the way they do? I'm kind of curious to know. Maybe that's a representation of how we feel on the inside, or maybe it's a representation of how these people that we're currently representing felt in their last days. There you go. Like me cow, for example. Oh, wait. Oh no, I did it bad. Okay, well at least I'm gonna show you what you're not supposed to do. Because if I if I do that, the one down there that we made has disappeared. So I need to go back down now and backtrack. So let's do that really quick. Definitely make sure you're paying attention. If you're let's playing like me, then no, I doubt anyone's let's playing like me, but make sure you're not paying too much attention to your commentary. Another thing is the design of the blocks. It's something that I didn't notice my first time playing this game, but they have little grooves on the side that look like arms, and the front of them looks like a face. It's kind of creepy. We'll get a better look at them in just a moment. Yeah. It's just really creepy. Is that like a spider on his face, or what is at the top? Are those veins? No, I guess that's just the design of, you know, or his markings as a Zora. I don't know. It's really creepy, and I feel like there could be a lot of theories as to why they look like they've been murdered. I mean, it's definitely something, but. And before I end off this episode, I will show you what Deku Link looks like as well, even though he's not really used in this area, his statue. I'll show you what that looks like. So this is what I was talking about right here. If I were to die at this point, if I were to fall off the ledge, I'd be respawned at this point. So there are spawning points, not that aren't the very beginning. So if you do fail, don't worry, you're not gonna get all the way back to the very beginning, most likely, depending on where you are. So, now that we've gotten through that area, we hopped across. Now we have a fresh new set of 3 switches to hit, so you can use any form you would like, besides Deku Link, of course. So I haven't talked a lot about real life recently. I didn't talk about it at all in the last episode. It's worth mentioning that I'm back home right now in my hometown. I just got back from my college town. And I'm back at my parents' place. And the thing about that is that I cannot stream while I'm here, which is really disappointing. And I haven't even had a chance to do a quality test, or just a stream test yet to see if maybe the internet can handle it now, because last time I tried to do a stream here, my parents' internet just could not handle it. And I was gonna do another test when I got here to see if that was still the case, but I came to realize that I do not have a TV here that has a component input, and I record Paper Mario, or I stream Paper Mario rather, by recording it off my Hoppage HD PVR, which then goes through the TV. And that doesn't have an HDMI output, so I don't even have a TV I can play it on right now. I mean, I could play Paper Mario while watching the preview that's on my laptop. The only thing about that is that there's about like a 2 or 3 second lag of when I play the game to it appearing on my computer screen through the capture card. So I don't know how that would go. That might be doable for Paper Mario, but for other games it definitely would be. But I mean, I'll try it out, and then if that's bearable enough for me to play the game even with constant lag, then maybe I'll try to do a streaming test and see if I can stream over the summer. But it's looking very, very unlikely, which is sad because I was really enjoying Paper Mario. I was really enjoying the stream, and we're pretty close to the end of the game. I mean, not close, but we're definitely getting towards the end. So it's a little disappointing to say the least, but hey, that's fine. And another thing about being here is, for those of you who don't know, I'm allergic to cats, and I also happen to have a cat. Before I came to college, I had an allergy tolerance, I guess, built up for my allergy against my cat, or for my allergy for my cat, I guess I should say. And I was pretty much not allergic to cats when I went to college because I had just, I guess, built up a tolerance to that allergy. But now, after spending a year at college, I came back and my allergies are back all over again. I talked about that in the last episode, about how my allergies are so bad. That is why. And it has been almost 48 hours now, and my nose is still running. I've not been around my cat for 2 days straight, and I'm still experiencing allergy symptoms of a running nose, running stuffed up nose, and my eyes are sore. It's been almost 2 days now, so I'm ultra allergic to cats. And I completely lost my tolerance, which makes me so sad because I absolutely love my cat. So that's another unfortunate thing about being here, is that I guess that allergy. His eyes kind of look like Spider-Man. just like, I just thought of that comparison. Yeah, that's so creepy. Oh, and the pattern that's on his forehead, I know it's not a spider, but it definitely looks like one. Yeah, this is, ooh, creepy, creepy, creepy. Well, which, by the way, let me look at these blocks before I forget. Speaking of creepy, let's see how close I can get so I can get the full face of these blocks. Keys, where are you? Come down here. Thank you. Please don't be as bad as the Gwei were in the last episode. It's interesting. The tongue out is definitely interesting for sure. Alright, so now we're off to another, not warp point, but another save point, so to speak. So if you fall off from here, you will be fine. Boing, yoing, yoing, yoing. Give me that boy yoing time. 26:03 remaining. Okay. Awesome, awesome. Ooh, which, by the way, watch out for the rolling blocks. They'll just steal you, I think, like half of a heart damage or something like that. Nothing too bad. Not at all. See, I don't believe there's a switch down here. Let me just make sure. Nope, no switch, no switch. So we gotta get back up on top of this. So, since I've come back, I've started working at my part-time job again. They gave me a job over the summer, which is really great of them, and I also got a scholarship from them as well. But the only thing about it is this week, I am working 48 hours. So I'm just working ridiculous amounts, and I'm not even full-time. I'm part-time, and I'm working 48 hours. So it is just a little too much, to be quite honest. Especially being that I'm taking 2 online classes while I'm working. So I'm just beyond busy right now, and right after I'm done recording this, I'm running off to grab lunch with a friend that I haven't seen in a very, very, very long time. I'm gonna go grab lunch with him, and then I'm going straight from there to work, because my work is right across the street from where we're getting lunch, and I'll only have about 2 hours before my next shift, so it's not worth going home for. I'm just gonna go to work. I'm gonna sit there and do some homework until my shift starts. So anywho, so I guess this is a good time to show you guys what Deku Link looks like. If you're playing the Nintendo 64 version, violently slash this owl statue over here. Oh, and it's okay that I stayed because backup files. Love backup files. Oh, there's a fairy there. Go ahead and grab it if you want to, but I'm not going to because I'm getting ready to play the Song of Time. But yeah, that's there for you right there. Let's see what else is in here. Ooh, Bombs and Magic, very nice. So yeah, let me go ahead and show you guys what that looks like, because it has been a long time since I've seen it myself. I'm kind of curious because I've kind of forgot some of the details. definitely a little less. There's less visual to it. I guess there's less detail to this than there are the other ones. This one looks probably the least scary. It definitely looks like, it looks sad, for sure. Yeah. He has no arms, that's one thing. His arms are a lot smaller than ours are. He doesn't really have any feet either. And there's like a little bite sticking out of his leaves. Wow, that's really weird. Okay, well, no use to that really besides just showing it off to you because, you know, again, too light to hit the switch. Well, let's go ahead and transform into our Hylian form. And it's pretty obvious what we need to do at this point. And there you can see the patterns on the sides. It's like a body's crushed into the block itself. It's a really interesting design, to say the least. So, the shifts are just super tiring. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, the constant going back and forth of the blocks is definitely a fun time. It's just, wait, what the heck is happening? What is happening? That was really weird. I don't know why I went back and, oh, because he appeared here and he appeared off of the last block. That's what happened. I was trying to figure out why it was showing me the same cutscene twice, but no, those were different. It looks like it's about to be dawn of the second day. Let's see if I can finish this off before that happens. So yeah, it's just working a little bit too much right now, and I hardly have time for Let's Plays, and there's a lot of other things I need to do. I have a application I need to submit to my college for the international business major, and that's due in a few weeks. It's coming up this month, and I really desperately need to start on that before I get overwhelmed, because from what I understand, it's a pretty long application. So I just really need to get started on that soon. So I need to get started on that application. I'm trying to keep up with Let's Plays, and I'm also working, you know, like almost 50 hours a week. And for anyone who, I mean, I'm not saying, I can't speak for all, like, fast food workers, but I can definitely speak for those who work at Chick-fil-A. It is tough work. Most Chick-fil-A's are always jam-packed, mine included. It is crazy how much business we get. It is constant, non-stop work. And I mean, obviously I'm there to work, of course. I'm not saying I shouldn't, but I mean, it is non-stop. There's no stopping. It's on your feet, rushing back and forth for, if you work 8 hours, 8 hours, or if you work, I think like 11, like I'm working on Friday, is it? No, on Thursday. Then, you know, it's 11 hours of back and forth. So it's just really bad. And today I work 3 to 10, and then I am waking up tomorrow at 5:30 to be at work on time for my 6:30 shift. Are you serious? They disappeared after all that work, and I was just like, oh, it's fine. I don't need to make it across because okay, I guess I gotta do this again. That was probably the fastest I've ever played the Elegy of Emptiness. Seemed pretty quick. Alright, finally. What's ironic about this entire thing is that the next time that I started up this game to record the next episode, I'm going to do this all over again. I'm literally just doing this so I can show you guys, so I can have a good stopping point and show you guys the beginning of the temple, but yeah. Here's the entrance to Stone Tower Temple, the top of Stone Tower itself. Got two like fires burning in each of the eyes, in the mouth right here, and the jewel that's in the middle. Yeah, just the design of this entire place is really interesting. There's a hand right there, into a fist is pointing upwards, and the fire is burning on the top. See, he only has his left hand. He doesn't have a right hand, apparently. I don't think those could be any part of his body. I'm not gonna think of that as a body part. Let's continue forward and just not make any more comparisons here. That jewel is very pretty. It reminds me of, sorry, I've been thinking way too much about Avatar, The Last Airbender recently. That episode of Avatar where they go to Roku Island and they have to wait for the sun to shine at a very perfect spot onto the gym so they can get in and go speak to Avatar Roku. Anyways, sorry about that. Stone Tower Temple. So, next time on Let's Play Majora's Mask 3D, we're gonna take on my favorite temple of the game, Stone Tower Temple. I've been Camerani. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Goodbye, guys.